In this video, we're going to be talking about stylizing text and changing color and adding gradients. So go ahead and select any text by hovering over it, locating the orange menu bar that pops up, and clicking on the icon Style the Text. Now you'll see the menu bar on the right-hand side of the screen, and we can go ahead and scroll down here to Colors. And you can go ahead and select any of your favorites to change the color to. So if we wanted to select blue, for example, that's going to automatically change the text color to blue. You can add a new color to your favorites panel by clicking the plus icon, or you can simply click on the color square here to manually select whichever color you would like to change the text to. Let's go ahead and select a red, and you can see that that changed our text color to red. You can also change the hover text to any color you'd like and change the opacity dials by moving these icons on the right-hand side of the RGB color panel. Now let's increase the size of this font and go ahead and talk about drop shadows. So if we wanted to add a black shadow around this red text, we can go ahead and click on Shadow Color. And let's go ahead and select a dark drop shadow and increase the opacity of it. Now under Shadow Spread, you'll see you're able to increase the pixel of your shadow. As you can see, that changes this glow effect over our text. So we can go ahead and increase that all the way to 10 if we wanted to increase the shadow spread, or we can bring it back to a lower number. Let's quickly run through some of the other customization options that we have on this stylized menu bar. So you can change the font weight if you'd like. We can set it to 200. That's going to make it much thinner. You can set it back to bold. Transformation, we have it selected to uppercase, but if we'd like to capitalize the first letter of each word or change your text to lowercase, you can easily do that. Let's go ahead and select uppercase again. Text alignment, you can change to right, you could change it to center, or we can leave it back at left. You can easily change the italics, right? We can change the text so that it's slanted or back to normal. And if you'd like, you can customize your text so that it's underlined, overlined, so that there's a line through it. This is an awesome feature for creating custom landing pages. Let's go ahead and select it back to none. You can increase or change the line height, and you can select an outline, if you'd like, of gray, white, or black to add to your text. So if we clicked on outline, that's going to change the drop shadow and go ahead and outline our text. Now, if you'd like to animate your text so that it slides in, you also have the ability to do that. Moving on to background colors. As you can see now, there is no background to our text. It's simply white. If you'd like to add a background, you can go ahead and click on a favorite's background color, or you can manually set, just as we did for text, by dragging a background color. Let's go with a blue, and we can reduce the opacity of it by, again, dragging on this icon and reducing the opacity. You can change the hover color, and you can add or create a shadow to your background. Now we're going to quickly talk about gradients. As of now, you can see that our text is red. If we'd like to add a color gradient to our text, we can go ahead and select yes, we would like to show the gradients. And we can select our gradient color 1. Let's say we're going to go from a green. We want to increase the opacity of it. Go ahead and slide that dial up. And we can select our second gradient. We can go ahead and select that to be a blue. And how you're going to get the gradient to preview is you can go ahead and change the gradient degrees here, and you can see what your text is going to look like. Now, the background gradient is reflective of what the text is going to look like once we hit preview. So we can go ahead and change that until we're happy, select the colors, scroll up, and we can click preview page. And as you can see now, we've stylized our text to include that drop shadow as well as a color gradient. Now, if we wanted to remove the gradient, under the show gradient dropdown, we can go ahead and select no. Come back up, preview our changes, and we can continue to stylize the text. As you can see, our text changed back, and now we can continue customizing our text. So get familiar with changing the color of your text, your hover text, using gradients, drop shadows, and adding and changing the color of your text background.